up-down intonation. Just the way that somebody taught me.
Yeah, I saw what you guys were doing. Okay.
He might be cold.
Right one down. Yeah, you just put the podium on.
He's gonna try and
Right.
knock me off my block from the audience.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Put it on the shelf.
Good. Perfect.
Guys are 6 feet apart.
Jim, you got one for me?
Yes.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
He has
No, I don't.
Nice and tired.
I'm not speaking. I'm just heckling.
He's heckling.
I need these pipes clean for the heck of it. So, by the way, you're talking already. It's live.
I think it helps. Good evening. We will begin tonight's assembly with an opening prayer from Mrs. Garcia Levine, Director of the Center for Spirituality, Service, and Justice.
In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Blessed are you, Lord our God, creator of all that is. Everything in our experience, the world in all its beauty and wonder, life in its abundance and variety, the mysteries of the human mind and spirit, everything reflects the creative power of your hand and the vital beauty of your heart. Blessed are you, Lord our God, creator of all that is. You are blessed in your children, the talent, ingenuity, perseverance, energy, and leadership manifested in those we honor today. All are sparks struck from divine fire, kindled in minds and hearts, shaped by your care. Blessed are you, Lord our God, creator of all that is. Amen.
Welcome to Canterbury's Underform Assembly. Let me begin with gratitude. When our students left campus for spring break in early March, none of us could have imagined that our finish to the spring semester, academic and otherwise, would look the way it has. And yet, after the initial shared disappointment and sadness that we could not bring the community back together, our students and faculty rallied and rose to the challenge of a new set of expectations, new opportunities to be present in a virtual classroom, to connect with your teachers, and to illustrate both academic progress and success. New, but still grounded in Canterbury's commitment to knowing each of you as individual students and challenging you to stretch and grow as learners and thinkers. And so, thank you to our extraordinary faculty for jumping in with both feet and pressing ahead. To our students for being academically engaged despite the distance. To our Donovan Center team for being just as accessible virtually as they are when you are sitting in the math lab or meeting with your academic counselor. To our technology team who made sure everything worked. To parents and family members who cheered you on along the way. The entire Canterbury community, advisors, coaches, student life, college counselors, together made this happen. Thank you and well done. Before moving on to this evening's awards, let's take a moment to reflect on the past year, as we do each time this May. To our third form, when I was greeted during preseason by the Montauk trio of Dylan, Patrick, and Richie, and then several days later by Lisa with a basketball in your hand, I knew it was going to be a spirited year. 57 freshmen strong, 13 of you had siblings arrive as Saints first, but we know that you each plan to chart your own course. What an impressive start for this future diehard group. Joy earning NEPSAC Class C Player of the Year. Paul never failing to say hello. That always made my day, Paul. And Bryce embracing his parallel personality, Nacho. The class of 23 is particularly special to me, of course, because this has been my first year as a Canterbury parent. To our fourth form, last fall, 32 new sophomores joined the class of 2022 to bring this group now halfway through your high school years. Max returned a foot taller, and the energy brought to campus by Megan and Maddie was immediately palpable. Highlights? Allie on stage, the JV field hockey skit at the Gunnery Day pep rally, Jerry's school meeting announcements, Sebastian's role in Clue, and the sophomore quad of Eric, Trevor, Henry, and Ben helping the Saints win a NEPSAC Class C basketball championship. The Thomas Diego soccer sideline duo was quite a sight as well. As the rising fifth form class, you now transition into an elevated level of leadership and expectation, and we have every confidence that you will return next fall, eager and ready to help set the tone. Finally, to our fifth formers. 23 new juniors joined the class of 2021, that's next spring, 2021, to kick off the year. The force of 7 fifth formers, Jade, Natasha, Lexa, Peyton, Abby, Ella, and Cassidy, was key to our girls' soccer team winning the NEPSAC Class C championship. One of you, Annabelle, won the 50-meter freestyle at New England's, and another, Natale, was one win away from being an All-American in wrestling. Nat, you also said hi, Mrs. Stone, every time we crossed paths. Thank you. We heard brave speeches this winter from your classmates, and we look to the leadership and culture setting you will carry forward as sixth formers. We will lean on and look to all of you to make next year an excellent year. Why do I walk down memory lane each May? Because these stories, friendships, accomplishments, and funny moments create and define the Saints community. As I say every year, your experiences here, the relationships you build, classes, sports, and instruments you try for the first time, faculty you learn to lean on and trust, and your individual growth that stems from those experiences, that's the true prize, wouldn't you agree? So as we celebrate success and noteworthy performance this evening, please remember that these awards are acknowledgement of excellent, persistent work, but they are not a definition of where you stand or who you are as people and as students. Do not lose sight of how you have grown this past year and of the importance of finishing well this week. And now we will begin the presentation of awards with Dean of Faculty, Mr. Dannenbarger, and Director of Athletics, Mr. Stone.
Thank you, Mrs. Stone. The Underform Awards for 2020. The Nicholas DeTullio 01 Award, presented each year to a third or fourth form boy and girl at the sub-varsity level who have demonstrated a love for and dedication to athletics, presented by Mr. Stone. This year presented to two students. For the girls, Claire Kessing. And for the boys, Bryce Stone. The Dr. Nelson Hume Speech Competition Awards, in memory of Dr. Nelson Hume, the founding headmaster, who was himself a noted orator, given by the English department to the winners of the Underform Speech Competition, presented by Mrs. Stone. In the third form, Lily Levine. In the fourth form, Isabella Grace Cariosha. In the fifth form, Fatima Nida Isaiah. And the outstanding speaker for 2020, repeat winner, Maximilian Albert Ogier. The Gerald A. and Therese J. Vanoss Choral Music Award, given by the family and friends of Mr. and Mrs. Vanoss. Mr. Vanoss served as school organist, choral club accompanist, glee club director, music director of spring musicals, and shared his love of music with Canterbury students from 1960 to 1990. The award is given to the student who has demonstrated the highest level of leadership. To Sichao Yao. The Stephen N. 43 and Lacey Hume Award, given in memory of Trustee Emeritus Stephen N. 43 and his wife Lacey. Stephen was the son of founding headmaster. For excellence in the study of vocal performance, Fatima Nida Isaiah. The Fifth Form College Book Awards. The George Washington University Book Award. Presented by George Washington University to a student in the fifth form who embodies the George Washington drive and spirit, specific with their academic excellence, leadership outside of the classroom, diversity of thought, and ability to put knowledge into action. To Torrin Henry Kearney. the St. Lawrence University Book Award, presented by St. Lawrence University in recognition of the value that the St. Lawrence community places on service to others to honor the achievements of a student who has displayed significant commitment to community service. To Catherine Delamere. The Smith College Book Award, given by Smith College to a student in the 5th form with significant academic potential and a commitment to making a difference in their school community. To Tiai Ji. The Rensselaer Award, awarded to a student in the top 10% of the 5th form whose academic performance in advanced math and science courses has been outstanding, who demonstrates potential for success in a challenging academic setting and exhibits significant involvement in extracurricular activities. To Yuru Lee. The Dartmouth College Book Award, presented by the local Dartmouth Club to a student in the 5th form who is in the top 10% of the class, who has demonstrated strong character, has made a positive contribution to the school community, and has excelled in at least one non-academic area. To Lexa Nicole Caraluzzi. The Harvard College Book Award, given by the Harvard alumni to a student in the 5th form who combines excellence in academics with significant achievement in extracurricular endeavor. To Sandra Wangju. The University of Pennsylvania Book Award, awarded by the University of Pennsylvania Association of Alumni to a student in the 5th form who is ranked near the top 5% of the class, is enrolled in the most rigorous academic program, demonstrates leadership in athletics and the school community, and is highly respected by peers and faculty for high personal and academic integrity. To Lorelei O. Liswanek. Canterbury Honors Society. 5th formers with a highest honors cumulative GPA are eligible for membership. Members must be enrolled in a rigorous academic program and challenge the most demanding courses in at least 3 disciplines. To new members from the 5th form, Giselle Bradshaw. Lexa Caraluzzi. Catherine Delamere. Catherine Ann Hawley. Jiai Ji. Torin Henry Kearney. Yuru Lee. Ella N. Ocheze. Yishan Shi. Lorelei O. Liswanek. Sebastian Benjamin Zhang. Andrew Zhu. Kai Zhu. Sandra Wang Zhu. The Roderick Clark 46 Distinguished Academic Achievement Awards, given by the class of 1956 in memory of Mr. Clark, who served Canterbury from 1954 to 1990 as history teacher, director of studies, college counselor, and as Canterbury's headmaster for his last 12 years. Awarded to the student with the highest GPA for the year. In the third form, Lily Levine. In the fourth form, Hanyan Tsai. And in the fifth form, Sandra Wang Zhu. And now, I'd like to introduce the Canterbury Chorale, followed by Mr. Levine.
Good evening. I begin my brief remarks with a statistic. For the third straight year, over 3/4 of the rising sixth form class applied for leadership positions. More than 75%. That's an impressive statement. That to me speaks volumes. It says that our students care about this hilltop. It says the students want their best for each other. And it says that these young men and women want to influence and impact our community. As an administration, we welcome their application and their desire to lead. As a point of reference, though, they need to know that the bar is high. This year's seniors were very fine leaders and great role models. I believe they gave you a good roadmap to follow in order to become effective student leaders at Canterbury. Last May, I charged that group to lead with positive attitude and action. Attitude and action. In the fall, Father Mark challenged that same group and the rest of the students at Mass when he challenged them to be the light. Several days later, Mr. Omanya, in a school meeting, reminded the whole community of that same idea. Be the light that lights the way. This year's seniors did not disappoint, and their examples of leadership came from the Sixth Form Council, the sacristans, the proctors, and others. I think of Jack McCluskey's courage in his Saints on the Hill, Malia Perkins' quiet steadiness at the Oxfam banquet, Jilly's passion, Nessa's determination, Justin's integrity, Abby's sincerity, and Andrew and Bella and Joey and Tori and Nick and Grace and Trey as team captains who cared for, encouraged, and mentored their younger teammates. These are but a few of the many ways that the seniors led and led well. They cared about others in this school. They and their fellow student leaders were the light that did truly illuminate the way. As Mrs. Stone said, we have great confidence in next year's leaders. They will make their mark, and by doing so, make Canterbury a better place. We firmly believe that the newly appointed leaders will be, in fact, that light when they return to the Hill in the fall. They will inspire, model, direct, support, and cheer for this entire community. We will formally recognize the student leaders for 2021 at the final school meeting on Friday afternoon. With humility and joy, these new leaders will be the positive force that continues to inspire us. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. David Overthrow and a collaboration of Canterbury music students.
Thank you.
Thank you to our student performers, and congratulations once again to this evening's award recipients. As we pause to celebrate the past school year, and as we come to terms with those experiences we missed this spring, both individually and collectively, we must also set our sights on the day, that wonderful day, when this hilltop comes back to life with students. The day when you return a year older to welcome new students even as you yell across the dining hall at your very best friends. The day when you find your new seat in McGuire, take a class and eat a burger in the new Steer Center, and figure out where Mr. DeLorco's new office is, and all the days of next year to follow. I can't wait. Until then, don't forget to thank your teachers, coaches, and advisors, and to celebrate and congratulate the sixth form this week. Finally, please stay safe and healthy, and remember that we are here for you. Good night.